Welcome, everyone. This is Charity. My name is Charity, and I'm a Senior Presidential Director with LifeWave. And I am so excited to be here tonight with you to share some wonderful information. And I believe that is a gift for all to know about. So get ready, buckle your seatbelts, because if you have not been patched yet, you are going to wonder, what in the world are we talking about tonight? So whoever invited you, you need to thank them profusely because they care about your health, your wellness, maybe your financial future. Thank them for inviting you tonight, because what you're about to hear is literally life-changing. We're going to be talking about a small little patch, looks like a Band-Aid, that literally is revolutionary and will change, has changed my life, and you'll hear my story in a minute. So this X39 activation stem cell activation patch it took David Schmidt 10 years of research and $4.5 million to bring it to the market. So we have something amazing that we've been sharing, literally taking it worldwide. So have you been patched yet? Whoever invited you tonight, if you have not been patched yet, you want to make sure that you call them back and say, okay, I want that patch, and we'll talk more about it. So first of all, let me just say this tonight, you're going to hear a little bit about the technology, a little bit about where it's been the last years, in why I hadn't heard about it. I thought, oh my gosh, I am a researcher and I had not heard about it. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about if you know of someone, or maybe you're looking for, hey, I need a little bit more money because things are getting a little tough, or you know what, I've been out of a job, whatever. You're going to hear some literally life-changing things tonight. So the thing that I love about this is if you put in a little bit of effort and you put in some work and effort, I'm telling you what, you can have an incredible business. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story as I weave through this. I've been on this patch for 2 years, and let's just go to the next slide here, and we'll just talk about this little activation patch. So I was introduced to this product 2 years ago, and I have had stem cells. I've had 3 rounds of stem cells in the past, and I was getting ready to go get more stem cells because I knew stem cells are needed to heal the body. And I have a lot of healing to do inside. So I always tell people, you know what, I believe our journey starts when we were born. And when I was 6 years old, I was ran over. I lived on a farm, and I was ran over with my dad's tractor. So I know what pain is like. I lived in it for years. I thought everybody actually lived the way I did because that's how I grew up. Had headaches all the time, and literally lived in excruciating pain. In 2001, that's when my healing journey really started flipping, because I started working with a health and wellness company in multi-level marketing. And I started learning about, hey, the body can heal, the body can heal. So that's when really my journey started digging into the stem cells, because I was introduced to stem cells. And I knew then in my research that if I wanted to heal, I need to get things working optimally. So I was on the mission to go get stem cells again 2 years ago, and my friend called me and said, hey, would you just look at this? I know you're into research and I know you have stem cells. Would you just look at it if you think it might work? I said, hey, you know me, send me the information. I'll look at it. So here's the thing I know, that many times we have been praying and looking and searching for things, and the opportunity or our answer comes by. And I'm just going to encourage every one of you on this call tonight, on this Zoom, don't be closed-minded, because many times we are so closed-minded, we miss the miracle that came to us. And sometimes we think, oh, that can't be. Oh, yes, it can. And you're going to hear some stories tonight that you're going to call your friend and going, okay, how fast can I get these patches? Because they are literally, I sit here and tear up when I hear these stories. So anyway, 2 years ago, back to my story, she called me and I said, I researched for 3 days because, you know, I like the nitty gritty. I like the facts. So I called her up and I said, no, I never had one of these little things in my hand. I didn't even know what they look like. I was just like, could you send it to me like yesterday? But I knew this. One thing I knew, if I could get my own stem cells marching and working again, the game was going to be different when it comes to my healing. Because see, this is another thing I knew. When you go get those stem cell injections, and they will even tell you this now, it's not even 50% of the people that will get the results. And I guarantee there is no guarantee or money back guarantee on those. And we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So we got a lot of great little gifts in with what we're about to share tonight. So anyway, I'm going to tell more about my little story. You know, I've been in pain. I've had a lot of stress in my life, as who doesn't have stress in their life, from family, work, all kinds of things. And of course, traumas, everything. And so I also, in 2012, I believe it was, I shattered my wrist, and then I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, which is they don't know why you get it, you know, they have no idea where it comes from, but it's a very debilitating nerve syndrome, they call, that is very painful. It's like you have literally, you could have coals of fire on your arms, or pain so bad you can't even stand the clothes touching your skin. So I had nerve stuff going on. I had, of course, a lot of damage in the lower part of my body from being ran over. And then because of stress and everything else, I was now having heart issues. So I was always looking and researching on what do I need to do to heal my body. And that's when the patch came along. And I said, if I can get the stem cells marching in my body, my own work, the outcome is going to be different. And I can tell you this, and I'll tell you a little bit more as we go, the outcome is different. So anyway, why the X39 stem cell activation patch? Do you realize that as you age, that stem cell activity lessens? By the time we're 30, we have about half of that stem cell activity working in our body. And by the time we're age 60, we've lost almost all of it. That's incredible. I want my stem cells marching full strength. I'm just saying. And we know that there's hundreds of millions of people are experience symptoms of aging, but not just aging. Everywhere, everybody I talk to, they give me their laundry list of, oh, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this going on. So you will see that stem cells are a huge factor in our healing. So how does this X39 stem cell activation patch work? We call it the holy grail of anti-aging, because here's how it works. We wear it on the body, and literally you cannot wear it wrong. And the reason you can't wear it wrong is because we've got life in us. We are living, and we have heat and light coming out of every part of the body. And I've heard some remarkable testimonies of people literally wearing it on their elbow, because that's the only place they would wear it, because then this person, they were diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So anyway, how does it work? This little patch, you wear it on the body 12 hours. And I love what Gina says, put it by your toothbrush, put it on when you brush your teeth in the morning, and take it off when you brush your teeth at night, and then throw it in the trash. We wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And it is made from organic nanocrystals. So what I love about this is you just stick it on, and there's a little white lattice that has those crystals that David makes in the lab. And you stick it on the body, and then you wear it. And immediately when you put that on the body, the heat and the light from our body, you know, if you had those little night goggles, you would see the heat and the life coming out of the body hits those crystals in that patch. And it sends back a frequency into the body that activates your GHK-Cu copper peptide. Now that peptide is a big deal. That peptide is what goes and says, okay, stem cells, we need new stem cells over here in the brain, over here in the back where we have all this damaged tissue. We need some in the heart, and it will always go to the highest priority. Remember this, we might have let me just take my instance, my back pain. I lived in back pain all my life. All my life I lived in back pain. But maybe the highest priority is my heart. You know, you can have all the pain in the back you want, but if your heart's not working, it doesn't matter about the back pain, right? So it will always go to the highest priority. So we're going to encourage you, stick with it. You know, you're going to hear some testimonies tonight of people that got on the patch and had results with certain things. They notice things right away. And other ones, it's going to take a while because it's always, they're working, but we never know where it's going to go to the highest priority. So I'm going to encourage you to stick with it. Now, just let me go back to my story. So when I had my first stem cell injection, you know, who does not want right now results? I will be at the first of the line. I said to the doctor, I said, so, you know, now I was having heart issues. I said, so when will I notice results? And he looked at me kind of funny and he said, well, these are stem cells. And I'm like, yeah, big deal. I want to know when I'm going to get results. And he said, stem cells repair and rebuild from the inside. You have to give it time. He said, some people will see results within, you know, a few weeks. They could see something within a few days, but you're going to have to give it 9 to 12 months. And I thought, oh, dear God, well, give me the stem cells, give me the injection because we're wasting time, right? But here's what I have found. With this patch, people are not waiting 9 to 12 months to see something, because it's activating your own stem cells and they get marching. I like to say get marching quickly. And now, so when I started wearing the patch, you know, I finally got my order. It seemed like it took forever, but it didn't. I got my order and I started wearing the patch. And so my symptoms, outward symptoms. Now I had a lot of inward symptoms that I just told you about. I had a lot of inward healing. So I knew that, hey, you know what? I'll wear these for years because I get the repairing from the inside out. But my outside symptoms, so what was I going on then? Because I had got myself out of pain from other work that I've done at this point. So I have two humongous floaters in my eyes. The eye doctor said she'd never seen anything as big like this because I've had traumas to my eyes. The other thing is this was during COVID. I woke up one day and I had a hard time walking on my right leg. I didn't have the flexibility in it. It was very painful. I have never seen anything like it. I did everything that I could to get it working and get it. It's just like there was a rubber band that just kept tightening it up and making it tighter. And it was hard to go up and down steps. I don't know why, but I think it was part of maybe what was going on in the world around me at the time. The other thing that was going on, I was having a hard time. Even by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was done. I could just sit down and sleep. Was not able to focus. So these are some of the outwards symptoms that I had wearing the patch. But now remember, so what I was taught in stem cells, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put the patch on. I'm going to wear it 9 to 12 months. I'll wear it longer than that. And I'm just going to keep going because I know they're working. So I really don't even know when the pain left in my hip, my leg, or my eyes, because again, I wasn't paying attention. But it was about 10 days later, it was spring and I was going outside and I realized I had just ran up the steps and there was no pain. So I went, I have to check everything out. So I went back down the steps to run back up to see if it was really true. And it was. I could hardly believe it. I mean, I had no tightness, nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Well, then I noticed a couple of days later that my eyes weren't all foggy and blurry. I had also was to the point where I was not going to go drive at night anymore because there was red bursts around everything. And I knew I had some cataracts forming. My eyes were just a mess. Well, what I realized was things were starting to get clear. And to this day, today, if I drive at night, I do not have red starbursts around everything. I don't see the floaters anymore. My eyes are clear. I don't even think about, oh, now I have to work on my eyes. Those are just a few of the things. Now, energy through the roof. And I can go and go and go and go. So that is just some of the things that I have noticed symptom-wise. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what about the nerve damage and the heart issues and all that? Well, I had 6 months of retesting with my heart. And the doctor could not believe the results, and where my results were the second time compared to the first one. Now I'm getting ready to retest again. I cannot wait. I will put them side by side, and I'll be glad to share them with people. It's just a gift that we have been given that I am so thankful for. I will never be without this patch. So anyway, how does the X39 work? It activates your own stem cells to get them marching again. It's just that simple. So let's talk a little bit about the company. I love it. It's a 19-year-old company. And we went from 20 million to 280 million in the last 2 years. That's incredible. And we are on target to be $1 billion company. And we're only getting started. We are in 75 countries. That's incredible. But we have only barely scratched the surface. And what we have found is everybody, who do you know that doesn't have stem cells? We all have stem cells. So this product is for everyone. And what I love about it, there's nothing going into the body. There's no drugs, there's no chemicals, there's no new, supplements, vitamins, there's nothing. It's only that signal, just like when you go out to the sun to get your vitamin D. The sun sends a ray, hits our eyes, hits our skin, and our body activates that vitamin D. That's the same thing. It's phototherapy. That's all it is. And so the thing that I also love about LifeWave is we have the science, we have the patents, as you're going to see in a minute, to back up this technology. And it is an awesome technology. So 19 years, growing exponentially. And who is the guy that's behind this? Our CEO, inventor, David Schmidt. He has over 130 patents. He's the scientist, the inventor, our CEO. He is an amazing human. He's in his lab. He loves his lab, and he's always researching and finding how can he better humanity? What can he do to help humanity in all ways? I just love his heart. And he is a 2-time recipient for the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. That is huge. This guy is incredible. He's brilliant. And he is our CEO, scientist, and inventor. And I love it because he's always coming out with, new. We can't wait till the convention and when he brings out new things to the field. So, but the 39 knock socks off. It's 80% of the sales of this company. That's incredible. So, patented. We have a product that it's not like any other company because we have a 20-year patent on that X39. What does that mean? It's that nobody can touch it. Now we've got 2 years in, so we have 18 more years of that technology that nobody can touch, and there's nothing like it on the market. And remember, there's nothing that goes into the skin. It's only phototherapy. It's activating your own stem cells. I get so excited about this because listen, I have done this for 2 years. Now I had an office in my home. I work in the energy field, energy medicine, because of the accident that I had, right? I was looking for how can I get out of pain. And so I'm in the energy field. I have a practice in my home. When I found this product and I researched it for 3 days, and I said, I have to share this to the world, but I never want to do the business. So never talk to me about the business. I just have a lot of people I have to share it with. Okay. Because I've been in other network marketing companies, did very well. But I was never going to go down that road again. And here's the interesting that I'll just throw this in real quick is I was on, because of COVID, and everything was shut down and it was kind of a challenging couple years. I had to restart my business up again. And I was needing to find a part-time job to supplement, but I was not open to this business. I was open to the product, but not the business. But you're going to hear more about that little part of the story here in a second. I started sharing this product to my friends, my colleagues, people around me, and I could not believe what was happening. After 2 weeks, I shut my website down. I still work with the clients that I have, I said, I'm not taking any more clients because I'm going to share this technology, because here's what happened. We have a product like nothing else. And everybody I was talking to, this is what they said: send me the product. How do I get it? When do I get it? As fast as you can send it. What do I need? Sign me up, sign me up. That's all I was doing all day, was signing people up to get their product because they wanted to get their stem cells marching. And what I realized really quickly is I could reach more people with this technology than I could one-on-one coming through my door. And it was like grabbing arms with my friends. And now my friends were talking to people, and we were reaching more people with their health than what I could coming in the door one-on-one. So that was significant. Now I still work the other, my other part of the business, but this is predominantly, and I love it, love it, love it, because again, we have the patents, we have the science, we have the studies, we have everything behind this product to literally knock it out of the park. And we are. So what are people experiencing? Well, rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation. It supports wound healing. Oh my goodness, some of the things that pictures that I've seen for wound healing, energy and vitality. And who do you know that is having a foggy, they are foggy thinking? Or who do you know that they just don't have the energy in them more? And as people age, things slow down, things start to atrophy, things start to, they don't have the strength anymore. Well, let me tell you, here's a little secret. You can reverse that with this technology. It enhances sports performance. Sports performance helps athletes. We've got many, many athletes, Olympians, runners using these patches. Remarkable. And again, there's nothing going into the body. It's only helping the body do the work that it was designed to do. It helps people recover faster from exercise and improve skin appearance. Now, let me tell you, when you're in a lot of pain and you have a lot of health issues, it affects the outside that we see. And one of the things that I was on also mission was, man, I got to reverse this aging. And we're doing a good job at it, but it helps improve your skin appearance because stem cells are everywhere. They are everywhere. They're in our skin, they're in our organs, they're in our hair. You need them for repairing and rebuilding. Give them time and stick with it. All right. So here is a phenomenal one of study that they did with the X39 stem cell activation patch. Okay, so this was a 77-year-old woman, and the patches in this study was placed on the back of the neck on C7, that little knobby place on the back of your neck. And they do that just for studies. And again, you can't wear them wrong, just get it on the body. But this is where this patches were placed with this study. And in the first, where it says session 1, the first picture that you see of the topography map of this woman's brain, and you can see the inflammation in it, the red inflammation, lots of inflammation. Can you imagine what she probably felt like, And then session 2 was 3 weeks later. The inflammation is, I don't even see inflammation in there. And you can see the stem cell activity. And the third session of that map is 6 weeks later. Look at all the stem cell activity. Is that not phenomenal? I mean, alone, 77-year-old, this is what we are seeing. And again, it's the body's doing the job that it was designed to do. I just love this. All right, so this is from 80 case studies that has been done on the X39. All right, so the first few days, and again, remember this is according to studies that were done, it will help to begin to reset 4,000 genes back to a healthier state. That's significant. Within 6 weeks, brains became balanced. People that had issues like PTSD, anxiety, and depression, symptoms started to decrease. within 6 weeks. Again, these are from clinical studies from the X39. Within 3 months, collagen was increased, wrinkles decreased, hair growth. I have seen hair growth come in. I have seen hair growth go from silver back to dark. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love the technology. Within 3 months also, it increases the structural integrity of both your skeletal and muscular systems. I have seen people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s literally have the strength to walk, have the strength to get up and move around, have the strength to start living life again. It has just been phenomenal. Within 6 months, and this is a study, this is significant, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after 6 months using this stem cell activation patch. And these are clinical studies. Now that is big news. That's just a few of them. All right. So take a picture of this. Startx39.com. Go to this website, and it's also in different languages. If you like studies, you're going to see it on this website. If you want to see patents, you're going to see, you can go find it. And you can all that. If you want to hear from doctors and all that, just go to the website. Or maybe you just want to hear about some testimonies, some more testimonies. Take a look at startx39.com. And whoever, the person that invited you tonight, they're going to get back with you and answer more questions, etc. But this is just a great website. You can also, I think the third video down, watch David Schmidt, the founder, the CEO, talk about the technology. He gets into more of a little nitty gritty. It's just a great website. So check that out. Take a picture of it. And how do you wear it? Like I said, you cannot wear it wrong. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So you think of 12 hours on, repair, 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 and rejuvenate. Take it off, throw it away. The body will continue to skip as those stem cells start marching, things start working. Give it time. The patch does not heal. The patch helps the body do the job it was designed to do, to start healing, to repair, rebuilding, and rejuvenating. We throw the patch away, and then the next day we put on a new patch and we repeat that. And literally, I've worn them now for a little over 2 years. Again, I will never be without this patch. Let me tell you, I have a stockpile of them because I will not run out of them. And you can wear more than one at a time. I have never worn more than one at a time, X39. And then we just encourage you to drink plenty of water, because remember, patches will, the stem cells will go in to repair and rebuild, and they'll rebuild damaged tissue. Well, when that damaged tissue is replaced, it's going to be detoxing out of the body. So you want to just make sure that you drink plenty of water to get it out of the body. So, and you want to stay hydrated. So that's it. That's how easy it is to wear it. And so always remember this, you can't wear it wrong. Just get it on the body. I can sit here all night and tell you testimonies of people that have worn the patches in crazy, crazy places. But, and so it works. So anyway, the testimonies tonight, I'm going to have, first of all, I'm going to have Kimberly Landon come on. And this woman, she needs to get an award for what you're about to hear from her. And, you know, I am so thankful that she was open to hearing about the technology and was not afraid to try it and just hear what she's going to say. So Kimberly, if you can unmute yourself, and I think you're just going to have your picture up for us tonight, which is totally fine. She's a beautiful woman. So Kimberly, if you could just come on and tell us a little bit about what was going on. And then I know you're patching, including yourself, 4 people, but your granddaughter and 2 of your sons. If you could just tell us a little bit about what was going on with them before, and then you found the patches, the X39. Tell us a little bit what's going on.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I have 2 boys that have autism. One has autism and Down syndrome. I've got a granddaughter who is now 9 months. She was born with segmental hemangioma, which is a side effect of the Pfizer vaccine for the COVID. Both mom and dad, she wasn't vaxxed, but mom and dad are in the Air Force, and they were both vaxxed. So what this means is that her right arm is completely covered, looks like a port wine stain, and it swelled 3 times the size of the other arm. It's the rarest of the segmental hemangioma, of all the hemangiomas. So it started swelling within a month after she was born, and we started patching her when she was about 5 months. And I'm not kidding, you know, with the swelling in that, her skin would have ulcerations. And after 2 days, my daughter took off the bandages and was just shocked that we were seeing the wound had started to close up. And it wasn't, I mean, I can't show you pictures, but it was phenomenal. So we've been patching her now. She's 9, so for 4 months, and we can't figure out how to stop the ulcerations yet, but they are not as severe and they are healing. I was already doing a natural protocol. This has sped up the healing, like cut it in to like a quarter of the time. It's we just removed their bandage as what 4 days ago, and because we dress her every 2 to 3 days, and my daughter was in tears. She had ulcerations up from shoulder to wrist. She had a real big one on the upper arm, and some little ones. They are all small on this is all on the top side, nothing on the bottom side. Absolutely nothing. And she is starting to get it's what this stuff, the segmental hemangioma does, it turns the arm that purplish red. And so you don't see the regular skin tone. Well, we're seeing it. Her hand is almost to normal color, and her elbow is showing, I mean, it looks like her natural skin tone matches the rest of her. It's this normally lasts 7 to 10 years. So there are cases out there that they've healed it within, 3 to 4, but the norm is usually about 7. She's 9 months. So this is huge. And we've taken her 100% off of the medication that they put her on to control the swelling. She is not on any pharmaceutical, nothing. She's on, a couple supplements, natural stuff, but I'm telling you, it's awesome. And my daughter questioned it at first, and I said, how can you question? Look, we're seeing it. And she's like, well, what about the placebo effect? I'm like, she's a baby, she doesn't understand any of this. So she still has skin sensitivity, and I think that's just all par for the course with what's going on. We actually patched the inside of her onesie, or we'll put it on a bandage and because they can, right, they're activated from either side, and which has been huge so now I can get it right on her shoulder where it starts, and get, it's just phenomenal. It has, yeah.
Wow.
And I showed you the picture.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit quickly about your 2 sons.
My oldest is 29. He has Down syndrome and autism. And my 12-year-old has autism. And both have, as it goes with everything, they have behavior, my older son had meltdowns, guaranteed probably once a month. And he's been patched the same for the last, 4 months. And we've had 2 yelling outbursts, just 1 yell, and then he's back to good. Nothing, no clearing of tables, no, constant, nothing. Just it's this, he's mad, so he yells and then he's done. My 12-year-old was at the park, and he had some disturbing, he wanted to go to Walmart. He was told no, he didn't melt down, and he came home, and I could talk to him. He was upset, but he is getting his emotions under control. And I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you're a mom or a parent of an autistic child, the behavior is the biggest thing. So the fact that I've got 2 of them that are both operating like I'm not paranoid about going out, and well, sometimes what they say, but but there's no fits, no meltdowns, I can redirect, and I can redirect like it was like, an upset child, a normal upset child.
Wow.
So it's been awesome. Absolutely
Kim-
awesome.
Kimberly, every time I hear stories, I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. And you need to have the mom award, the grandmother award, every word, because what you have been doing. And thank you for continuing to patch them. And as you can see from her story, this is what we hear every day, stories of how it looked like, people had no hope, or they had hope, they were just looking for something. And then you get those stem cells marketing, and look what starts happening. So thank you so much, Kimberly, for sharing with us tonight.
Thank you.
And then the next one I wanted you to hear a little about, her name is BG Mortar. She's a friend of mine, practitioner. And BG, if you could unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about, what I know you have a lot that was going on, and oh my gosh, the things that have happened, and how it's helped you. Would you just mind sharing us for a few minutes?
Not at all. Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, my name is BG Mortar, and my story's long because honestly, I'm 79 and a half years old. So I've had a lot of experience. I was diagnosed when I was in my late 40s with autoimmune issues, lupus, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoporosis, Lyme's disease, osteoarthritis. So I was pretty crippled up. I was under medical, following the regular doctor, did everything he said. I was bedridden for a year, had to be carried to the bathrooms because I had so much inflammation all over my body. So I did go the medical route and tried until it's destroyed my liver and my eyesight. So after that journey, I started looking for alternative ways, and I found many, and you name it, I tried it. Some worked for a little while, but I lived pretty much crippled with bad knees. I destroyed all my joints, my knees, my hips, hands, a little bit of everything. So I did stem cells like you, Charity. I spent $10,500 on both knees and a hip, and did not receive any results the whole year long. In fact, I think I was worse. So when Charity called me and said, what do you know about stem cells? Well, I knew that we needed them, but that it didn't work for me. So she told me about the patch, and I jumped right on it. And my life has changed from day one. I'm one of those people, being a former professional dancer. So I'm pretty attuned to what my body can do and how it hurt and all of that. And I did live with pain every day and every night, most of my life. So I put the patch on at 8 in the morning, and I got up, brushed my teeth, did a few things, and I didn't even need a cup of coffee. I had a clear mind. So I sat down and did some work on the computer, and my back started feeling fantastic. So I knew that I had something really good, and I was so thankful. So my testimony has completely just grown and grown. I'm walking. I did have my hip surgery. I did have a hip replacement, and I had been on the patches just a few months. It went so fast that they wanted to kick me out of the hospital in about 4 hours after the surgery. They'd already had me walking upstairs. So I did phenomenal. I didn't really have to use any of the pain pills. They did make you take them there at first in the hospital, but when I went home, I used nothing but my stem cells and ice. And I've just been getting better and better. And I have not been back to the surgeon. Well, it's been 2 years now, and I don't even think about having knee replacement. which is pretty phenomenal at 79 years old and doing very, very well. I just keep getting better and better. You know, at this age, you have issues with eyes. They had given me a diagnosis of early onset macular degeneration. With all the autoimmune, they said you need dentures and you're not a candidate with no saliva. You need your teeth removed. We don't know what you're going to do because you don't have enough bone. So I just did my regular checkups, you know, every 3 to 4 months. And so I went back for my eyes first just to check. And he said, there is no signs of macular degeneration. And I have to lower your prescription in your glasses. So I had a big change in my eyes. And then when I went to the dentist and they did their regular x-rays, and by the way, I had lost some teeth in the bottom of my mouth. They just fell out with all the issues I had. And they said, you're a candidate now. You are growing new bone. So I did the surgery for full mouth implants. And the surgeon took out all my teeth, did all of his preliminary, put in the temporaries. And then when I went back in 3 months, he said, you've grown so much bone, I have to file some down. So I'm just remaking everything. Knees, fingers, eyes, teeth, you name it. And I'm just getting better and better in every way, every day.
And BG, I know you have so much to your story, but we don't have any more time. But I know you, and I've seen you where you were 2 years ago, and it's absolutely a miracle to see you now. And you go. And I know your doctors are totally amazed, and you just are another testimony of when you get your stem cells marching and activated again, what happens? The body now can start doing the job that it was designed to do. And that's what I absolutely love. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes and sharing with us tonight.
Thank you.
So that's just 2 of many, hundreds of testimonies that we've seen in the last 2 years personally. So anyway, you might be thinking, well, what is the most important in your life? Family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. Well, a lot of us have needed a lot of those things. And most of us need better health, right? So number 1. But again, I was at a point I needed an extra job. I wasn't even thinking about this business because I was not going to do another network marketing business, right? I did that. But you know what I found after 2 weeks of sharing the patches with my friends? I could not believe what I had in my back office in my account for commissions, because what the company does, they have a phenomenal compensation plan. I mean, it's phenomenal. And every time you share it with your friends, they give you a thank you. And it is just incredible. So you know what? I'm not afraid about talking about money because listen, we have to have money to live. And I'm telling you, it's getting tighter out there, right? But we don't have to go into that same area of being, hey, we're not going to make it. No, we are going to make it. Because you know what? We've been giving gifts. And if we get out there and share it with others and we can help them, maybe they need more time, freedom. Maybe I don't have a retirement account. I do now, but I didn't 2 years ago. I had nothing. And so whatever it is, let me just tell you, you might want to put your business hat on tonight. So one of the things that we know about the stem cell industry is it's becoming more popular. It is the buzzword out there, right? People are realizing the importance of having healthy stem cells. And this industry is about to explode. It's going from 200 million, they say, to 300 billion. And we have a technology that there's nothing like it on the market. We are in the right place at the right time with the right company and the right product, the X39. So we do, like I said, have a phenomenal compensation plan. The other thing that I love about this, and again, and I will just tell you my story, I was thinking, I'm not doing this because you have to build all these legs and you have to do all this. Oh my gosh, I ain't doing that again. And then after 2 weeks, and I realized, I went back to them and say, okay, how did I just earn what's sitting back there in that that account because I didn't believe it. Really, I was going to get it. And so then I realized you have two legs, a left leg and a right leg. And that's the only two legs that we build. And it is amazing. And you have the potential to earn literally what you want. In one, I love to call them different doors of compensation. In one of the doors, you can earn up to $25,000 a week in that one door. And it is incredible. And the other thing I love about it is everybody on that left leg and everybody in that right leg is helping everybody. And we'll tell you more about that, but it's pretty incredible. It's a binary, but I tell people it's like no other binary. It is very lucrative. We also have another window and it's called the matching bonus. And this is unlimited income potential where we get paid our first, second, and third generations down. And the first thing that we help people to get to is to manager. It's very easy. I did it in 2 days. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just out sharing it with my friends and family and my colleagues. And I was just signing them up on my left and my right. And when I had 4 people signed up, I was a manager. And that simple building block is a building block to this business. That is it. And I'm telling you, they have put a phenomenal track in place for us to follow. And I've been following it for 2 years. So we have an incredible compensation plan. And there is a lot, literally, whatever it is that you need, maybe it's just a couple $100s a month. We can show you, we can help you, we can show you what you need to do. It is very easy. And all it is going out, talking to people and do like what I did. Hey, what do you know about stem cells? That's all I still do to this day. What do you know about stem cells? And it opens the door because everybody either knows a little bit, they know they're expensive, they don't know nothing, they don't know we need them. I mean, it's so fun to hear all the different responses. But anyway, we have a system, and Onyx Cole, she is an amazing leader, and I love her to pieces. 2 years ago when I came into this business, this is what they told me, 331, it's the program that she put together. And all it is talking to 3 people a day, following up with 3 people, and inviting one to an event like what you came here tonight. That's how easy it is. And we just keep repeating it over and over and over. We don't do anything different than we just call it the 331 system. And it's just incredible because everybody is here and we're helping everyone. And we just talk to people when we go out, when we call. Listen, I built this business when COVID was still locked down. I did it from my computer. So whether you like to get out, go to event, get a few people together at a coffee shop, in a home. I've done it at hotels. I've done it at homes, but have done a lot of it over the internet, talking to people on the phone or with Zoom. And that's how easy it is. And it is just an incredible system that I have still used over 2 years. I still have the same documents. I use same things. Nothing's changed. I just continue to stay focused, and we're going to help you do the same. So we want to welcome you to the Quantum Field Team Training and the Business Center. Go to build331.com. You're going to see the different steps. Literally everything is on that website that you need. It is that easy. And again, we are here to help you. But take a snapshot of that, a way to get started. Whoever invited you tonight, they're going to help you get in where you fit in, which I just love. So the time is now to make your move. And if you're serious about your dream, or maybe you have some other options, or maybe you need some help with your health, which most of us do, right? Get started on your the patches. I love it because they'll get to you within a few days, and it is so easy to wear. Remember, you just take the back off, stick it to the skin. You can put it on the C7 underneath the belly button, or any spot will do. Wear them for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And, but you know what? Get started. Don't wait. BG's been on them for 2 years. If you would have seen her 2 years ago, you would have probably thought, oh my gosh, would these patches be able to help her? Every time I talk to her, she's like, oh, I just got to tell you, I got something else. She's almost 80 years old. This is incredible. So doesn't matter. Don't give up on yourself. I'm telling you, we have a gift. So how easy it is. We have different ways to come in. And a lot of, as you will see, this is our distributor pricing. That's where I came in because I just wanted the most patches for my buck. And I'll tell you what, this is honest to goodness. We have there's a 30-day supply in this little envelope. So you get 30 days, right? I was ready. I honestly thought this little envelope would cost me at least $2,000 because you remember I've had stem cells, they're expensive. And I thought, man, if I could get my stem cells marching, but I'll pay it. And they told me, well, retail is $149.95. I said, are you kidding me? That's it? That is, I cannot believe. But I said, I think I can do better than that. So I came in with a wholesale count and I just wanted the most patches for my dollar. A lot of us will come in with a silver or a gold. And especially if you have your business hat on tonight, you'll want to come in with a gold if you can, because that's where you're going to have patches to share with people. You're going to have patches for your family, yourself. You don't want to run out. And many of us have come in with a platinum or diamond because we have that business mindset. So wherever you want to come in, you know what, it's perfectly fine. And of course, the bigger the patches, the better the price break you're going to get on that kit. But again, this is less than a cup of coffee a day. And some of you might want to think, well, I can't afford that. Well, you know what? Do you go out to eat? Do you go out? Do you stop at the Come and Go and get something there every day? Just stop for 1 or 2 days. You'll have it paid for. I'm telling you. What is your health worth? It's worth a lot. And these little patches, remember, the patch isn't doing the job. The patch isn't healing it. It's just helping your body do the job that it was designed to do and start healing, repairing, and rebuilding. So whoever invited you tonight, they will help you with getting your order, getting it in, and so that you can get it as soon as you can. And then we have This Is It convention coming up in August 18th and 19th. If you don't have your ticket, you want to make sure you go to thisisitconvention.com and get your ticket. It is going to be an incredible training. And guess who's going to be there? Our CEO founder, David Schmidt. And you're going to hear from some of the top leaders in this industry. Stephen Gina Merritt, Onyx Cole, and you're going to learn business. I'm telling you, this is what I always think about, a brick and mortar building. If you had a brick and mortar building, you'd be going to learn how to operate that business. The same difference. We have a business. Get to This Is It convention so you know how to build an incredible organization and business. You will not be disappointed. You can go right on, register, get your hotel. You also get 2 meals with your ticket. That is amazing. And the tickets are only $150. So get to thisisitconvention.com, bring your friends. We all know what happens when we bring our friends and we bring those around us, things take off when you get home. So just get ready. This Is It convention in Tampa, Florida, August 18th and 19th. And then we want to welcome everyone. We want you to connect with us. Onyx has a great Facebook page out there. Of course, we have startx39.com. Take a picture of this. She also has a great YouTube where there's many things that you can plug into and listen to, send out. It is just really, they've done a phenomenal job for our team, the Quantum Field team. And then we have got 5 winners tonight. The 5 people were drawn to win 1 free X39 sleeves, and it was for signing up for the This Is It convention. So Shannon Weimer, congratulations. Diana Gustafson, Diane Mortensen, Anastasia Winston, and Gregory McNair. Congratulations. And you have just won a free X39 sleeve because you have signed up for the This Is It convention. And that was, they did that drawing. And so they are going to be doing another drawing from July 5th tonight to July 9th at midnight. So if you've not gotten your ticket, you have a chance to get in that drawing. All of those, of the people that have their ticket and hop in today, they're going to be drawing for 5 more winners of a free X39 sleeve. What can you do with that free sleeve? Hey, get out there and help people get to the convention with that sleeve. You know, I don't know. I love patching. I love taking those sleeves and patching when I'm out and about, giving somebody a patch. Hey, no, let me patch you. Let me show you how this works. This is how easy it is to use it. All we do is take it off and put it on the C7. They may see something in that day. We don't know. As you see, we have some one patch wonders, and then some of us have to wait a few days, but we know this, the stem cells are marching. So don't give up. We also have got Kim and Matt and Kim Curtis. They're going to be in Minnesota, and that is tomorrow evening. So who do you know in Minnesota? Take a picture of this. Make sure you invite your friends up there. They'll take good care of them and they'll send them back to you. And then Friday, we have our opportunity call with Mike and Sahi. Excellent. They're going to be on the Friday's live opportunity call. Saturday, mark your calendars. We have our training. And so this is always one that we always look forward to. So I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Oh, we also got Mondays. Renita's going to be on Monday. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. This is our schedule, our meetings that you can plug people in. Thursday, we have a Spanish call, which I love. And I'm so thankful for Mike and Sahi that do that for us, because some of us can't speak Spanish yet, but that's on my list. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And get back with the person that invited you. They're going to get back with you. They're going to answer questions, and they are going to help you get your package, get in and be consistent. Don't give up before your miracle. And I want to thank you for joining us tonight. This is Charity, and we love you. And I can't wait to see you all at This Is It convention. Good night, everyone.